Well, good afternoon, Mr. President of the Portuguese Constitutional Court, Dr. João, Dean Pereira da Silva, Professor Paulo Pinto Albuquerque, dear Felipe Marques, distinguished guests, Commissioner, reindeers. I am delighted to welcome you to the Catholic University of Portugal and to the International Conference, The Rule of Law in Europe. At a time of unprecedented challenges for Europe, it is a privilege for our university to host this international conference, pivoting around a core value of our self-understanding as a community. We live at a time when a global pandemic is slowly becoming endemic. Europeans are daily confronted with poignant social crises, ranging from unemployment to migration, with environmental hazards ravaging the livelihood of populations, with political and cultural crises reflecting the rise of dissent, prompted on the one hand by populist discourse and on the other by the global call for social justice. Today, more than ever, the idea of Europe is informed by the boundary, and it is immersed in its vernacular, hybridity, and untidiness. And maybe precisely because it grew out of this liminal dialogue, Europe is not, if not in the face of its contestation. The limits that produce its identity are precisely the porous opening, convoking at the same time dissolution and reaffirmation. Europe is thus revealed to be a tensional figure that retrieves its rhetorical strength from the ever-present perspective of demise. One might say that Europe becomes Europe in Lampedusa and Calais. Under current conditions, then, what it means to be a European is under duress. At the same time, the radicalization of dissent and the dissemination of misinformation is proving a challenge to the rule of law. And yet, I believe that the moment can be grasped as an opportunity to reaffirm the values that support the European structure of feeling. More precisely, when the values, the sense of identity of the European communion of sentiment are questioned, the mode of response and engagement with dialogue and respect for human dignity define and reaffirm the deep sense of becoming of Europe. A Europe that is structured around the claim Hannah Arendt has famously defined as defending the right to have rights. A university with a rich tradition in legal education has a duty to honor this commitment to the basic democratic right to have rights. And it is thus a true honor to welcome all those who, in these season of travel bans and virus borders, are joining this conference and giving their voice to a common knowledge and social cause. I want to thank the organizers, most especially Professor Paulo Pinto Albuquerque, and congratulate them on daring to organize this important conference here in presence and remotely at this time. And I wish all those who will participate 2 days of thought-provoking discussions, inspiring deliberations, and groundbreaking insights. The rule of law deserves it. Thank you.